Hi guys, Ms. Pariseau here. So this video is talking about the 2D shapes using formulas to go with this worksheet. You may want colored pencils to color code the base and the height of your shapes, calculator, and you're also going to want to have your geometry formulas worksheet handy to refer to so you can pay attention to the different formulas as you need them. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using colors to highlight my base and my height in all my figures, so that way I can pay attention to the important information there. Okay? Alright, the important thing with geometry is to pay attention to the information that has been presented to you, identify what you know, and what conclusions you can come to. Alright, so in this first one here, we're talking about a square. A picture has not been given to me, so I'm going to go ahead and just sketch one in really quick. And I know that this whole area is 25. It says the area of my square is 25, so it means the space inside is 25. And I also know about squares is that all the sides are the same. So some number is repeated the same all the way around. So basically, what number times itself gives you 25? Good, it's 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. So that means that my missing side length is 5 for all of these. So now I can go ahead and fill out some of this information. My base and my height in a square are the same, so they are 5, and my units were inches. Right? My area was given to me, that was 25 inches squared. Well, now all I have to do is find the perimeter. Well, perimeter is simply just adding up all of the sides, the outside of the shape. So I could do 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or I could simply do 4 times the side length, which is 5. So my perimeter is 20. And notice it's still just inches. The only time we add the squared is if we're doing area. Okay? All right, I'd like you to pause the video. Go ahead and try number 2. Make sure you name the shape, what's the base, what's the height, find the perimeter, and find the area. Don't forget to label your units. Okay, let's see how you did. Hoping you saw it was a rectangle. I highlighted that these two sides are the same. So again, anytime I have a missing side, I'm going to go ahead and fill in that number. So visually, I've just got everything complete. That helps me to remember that perimeter is the distance around, and I have to actually add 4 numbers together. You could use the formula that was given to you over here, that it's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Well, but again, perimeter is just adding the distance around. So you don't really need the formula if it's not necessary. All right, area is base times height. So I showed what I did in my calculator. I typed those numbers in my calculator, so I wrote it down. Do not round unless the problem specifically tells you to round. Also, check your units. The only one that should have units squared is area, because we're multiplying. All right, let's go on to the next one. We see here that we have a rectangle. Okay. I see here that that side is 5, and this side is represented by an X. Well, because it's a rectangle, I know that this side will also be X, and this side will also be 5. Now, base and height, according to your notes over here, no matter what, base and height form a right angle. Base and height form a right angle. So it doesn't matter which one is the base or which one is the height, as long as they're the ones that come together to make that right angle. So I'm going to say that my base is X and that my height is 5. I've been given the perimeter is 25 inches. So, well, what does that mean? Well, perimeter means that if I add up all the sides, I will get 25. So let's turn that into an equation. X plus 5, then I've got another side length of X, and then another side length of 5. If I add all those up, I'm supposed to get 25 inches. So now I can go ahead and solve my equation. Combine like terms. I get 2x, and I got my constants there, plus 10 equals 25. Subtract 10 from both sides. 2x equals 15. To undo multiplying, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. and I get x is equal to 7.5. Okay, so 7.5. Now I can go back into my diagram and go ahead and write that in, so visually I can see that. Now I could check my math to see if that works out. 7.5 plus 7.5 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus another 5 is 25. So I know I found the right value. Now I have to find the area. Well, area equals my base times my height. So I'm going to do 7.5 times 5. So my area equals, I can use my calculator, but I just know 37.5. But don't forget your units. 37.5 what? Inches squared. These technically should have, we need to put some units on there too. Inches, X's, inches. Okay? All right, now it's your turn. Go ahead and pause the video and try the same thing for number 4. All right, guys, let's see how you did. Our base was 3, or you could call that your height, and our height was 2x. We had to add them all together to get to 54. So when you solved, that gave you the value of x, so x equaled 12. But remember, this side length was not 12. I had to plug it back in. 2 times 12 gives me 24. So my height is actually 24, and my base is 3. So that's how I found my area. 24 times 3 is 72 feet squared. All right. Okay, remember what we said about base and height forming that 90-degree angle. Here we have a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to identify my base. I like to use green for my base. I'm looking for the lines that make this little square right here. That tells me those two lines that come together to make that right angle are my base and my height. The other two sides are just the side lengths of the triangle. Remember, if I were to measure your height, you would stand up straight and tall. If this were a mountain, the height of the mountain would not be this side length. Okay, so our base is 11 inches. Our height is 4 inches. All right. Perimeter, remember, is just adding the distance around the outside of the shape. So this 4 is not included. The sides, there are 3 sides. So my perimeter is equal to 6 plus 8 plus 11. Show me those steps. So 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 11 is 25. 25 inches is my perimeter. Now if you need to, refer to your sheet. Here I have area equals 1/2 base times height. So we're going to start with our formula. 1/2 base times height. Fill in what I know. Area equals 1/2. I know my base is 11 and my height is 4. I save my fractions till the very end if possible. So area equals 1/2. 11 times 4 is 44. Well, that makes it easier. Half of 44 is 22. So my area is 22 inches squared. Okay? Go ahead and do the same thing for number 6 and come back and check in. Remember, pay attention. What's your base and what's your height? And what are the side lengths of the triangle? All right. Here we go. So we had the triangle. Now pay attention. This was the height and this was the base. This dotted line here is just showing you that it's extending to be perpendicular to form that right angle with this height. This is not part of the shape, nor is this part of the shape. It's just showing you, hey, this is the height. From here to here is, from this distance to here is the floor, from floor to the top, okay? So these lines actually have nothing to do with this triangle. So if we cover that up, that's our triangle right there. So there we can see our side lengths. So that's how I got my perimeter, okay? But then I had to do my base times my height in my formula, and that's where I got that. And I forgot my units squared. So always be on the lookout for the 90-degree angle to form your base and height. when finding area. Okay? All right, in this one, we have a triangle has an area of 78. Well, that piece of information was given to me. If the height of the triangle is 12 inches, what is the base length? So, I've got my area and I've got my height. Let's write the formula that I'm going to use. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Well, I have the A and I have the H, so I need to find the B. Start with the formula. Fill in what we know. 78 equals 1/2. We don't know the base, and the height is 12. 78, well, let's go. What's half of 12? 1/2 times 12 is 6. Now I need to solve for B, so I'm going to divide both sides by 6. I could use my calculator here, but I'm not, so that's 3. So 13 is B. So that means that my base is 13 inches. Now it's your turn to try number 8. Pause the video and press play when you're ready to check your answer. Okay, let's see how you did. Here's the information that was given to me. I started with my formula. I filled in the information that I knew, simplified it, and then solved for my unknown. You should have had 8.5 inches for your height. Don't forget your units. I forgot them on here. Oh, it's not inches. Anyone see what I did? It's supposed to be millimeters. Let's change that. Millimeters. There we go. Okay? All right. Go ahead and there's a separate video for problems 9 through 16. Okay? So at this time, you're going to go ahead and go into the next video. Good timing with the bell.